Hello everyone and welcome back to Lakeside, and I guess really I haven't been up here for about 3 weeks or so, primarily because I've been doing work around the house, on the conservatory, fitting some stuff in my Audi, which was my birthday present from my darling wife, and which is CarPlay. Absolutely fabulous, really is a good system. So I retrofitted that, so that took a couple of days, I guess, overall, about a day to fit it and half a day to set it up. But so loads and loads of stuff to do around the house, and other bits and pieces. So I haven't been able to get up here. So the last 2 days I've thought, right, well, I've done quite a few of the chores around the house. Fitting new glazing bars to the conservatory because it leaked like a sieve, and I'm glad I did, because we had such awful rainstorm the other day, but not a drop of water. Beforehand we would have had buckets, cloths, stuff to clear it up. Not a drop of water in it now. So great success with that stuff, but obviously I haven't been doing anything on here. So 2 days ago I ventured up here, and I started work on mounting the manor house, because that really was the next stage for me, because over that side where the small station is, the heritage line, and the lake, I've got to have this up so that I can determine what's going to happen as regards the lake. Now, I did fit the twin bridges and the bow bridge, which I'll show you in a minute. When I first put the system up, I'm having second thoughts on the bow bridge now, primarily because of the photography I want to do. The bow bridge is getting in the way a bit. So I think what I might do is take the bow bridge out and put just an ordinary kind of arched bridge in its place. That will lower the height, not lower the level of it, but it will lower the height, so that I can photograph through it easier. The lake will still be there, that's not an issue. That's the name of the layout, Lakeside, so the lake's got to be there. But I would just need to reshape it, rejiggle it a bit. Hence the reason for wanting this up, so that this will determine where and the shape of the layout of the lake will be. You'll get what I mean when I show you. So that's that. So not a huge amount of work actually done in 2 days, but it's been worthwhile. What else? I want to give a shout out to Peter Dixon, because he's helped me a lot in little things which he's picked up during the course of the last few months, like, I don't know if you can see it on here, but let's bring it down. Wrong way, that way. My EWS class 33 and the EWS inspection coach, and so there was those sort of things, and he's got a lovely layout, really good, my kind of layout if you like, and he's a wealth of knowledge too. If you don't subscribe to him, go over to Peter Dixon's channel and have a look. Smashing bloke, very friendly, easy to get on with, and he really does help me a lot. I've also ordered some rear flashing lights, red lights, which again from Peter, he showed me what he had done, and I thought, brilliant idea. So I've ordered 3 of those for now, because I've got 3 places I want to put those on definitely. If I like them, which I'm sure I will do, but if I like them, then I will get some more. But for now, so I've got 3 coming now, and hopefully when they arrive I can fit them on. one on the back of the inspection coach for a start, and 2 on some other wagons. So that's that. Oh yeah, and brilliant news, well I think so anyway, I ticked over to 12,000 subscribers the other day, and it was funny. I was on 11,998 subscribers for ages. It would not tick over those 2 subscribers to make it 12,000, but it did eventually, and but yes. So I think I'm on like 12,004 now or something like that. So well done everybody for subscribing, obviously to the new subscribers, for helping me along the way to the 12,000. Not the highest number by any means when I look at other people's model railway YouTube channels, but for my little old layout, then I ain't doing so bad, I don't think. I think that's about all the news I've got really, so I think rather than keep waffling on, let's have a look and see what I've done here, and take it from there. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so bye for now. Bye. Hello again. Right, back again. So what you're seeing now is the rear of the manor house, which is now mounted. It can be demounted too, but it's mounted at the moment. I've put new legs on for support legs, and I can dismount it from screws over the back behind my finger, where my finger is. I've put a finishing strip along this edge which I will paint black, and then I will have some black drapes dropping down just to hide all around, so it will happen here as well and everywhere you see the layout, just so that all you're seeing is a black edge and black drapes. And I think that will then show off the layout a lot better. I'll say this will be painted black by the time I finish with it. I'll have proper finishing screws on here. So that's that part there. It's not particularly interesting. So I've now mounted this up against the rear garden of my cottage here. I am having a hell of a time trying to get the fencing, which goes here and runs all the way along. Everybody's out of stock, and the fencing I want is that's that sort. So it's that kind of fencing there, which is the just the ordinary fencing you see in gardens. At the back I've got the shaped version, which I can get hold of, but I cannot get hold of the straight edge sort here, which is the one I prefer, but I may have to settle for the shaped version at the top. Why there's a shortage, I don't know, when there's quite a few of the shaped fences. It's made by the same company. No doubt it will come in stock eventually, but it's stopping me actually, because what I want to do is, this is still the rear part of the garden, just to get the camera better. This is still the garden here, so it's a raised bed, then there's earth which I've put on, and then there will be shrubs coming up against a fence. Then I can increase the height of this foliage here to go along the fence. So that's still unfinished, but I've still got this to do anyway, and I'm still working on the table, the thatch table over the back there. So I'm just working on the roof itself at the moment, the thatch. So that's coming on slowly but surely. So I've made the link road, so here's the street for the village. I've now carried it on, gone round the corner, come through, and come up to the gates of the manor house, which you can see there. And that's literally just been done. So I have done no weathering or anything on this road yet, which I've got to do. I need to have some gravel coming out from the drive over this edge here. As cars go in and out, they're going to spill some gravel onto the road here. So it's little details like that which I've got to do. I've now wired it up. So hopefully you can see the lights are on in here. Let me just turn the lights off in the room and see if it shows up better. Bear with me. So I've got the lights in the fountain, spotlights in the fountain. And if we come around the corner here, you can hopefully see the lighting in the manor house itself. That's the rear. I'm getting some 2 horses and riders to come in here because these are stables, and just in there you can see a horse's head sticking out the stable door. Hopefully you can. Let's put the lights back on. Bear with. Where is it? There. There you go. So there you can see a horse's head sticking out the stable doors. So I want to get 2 riders and their horses in here, coming back to the stables. So I've seen the ones I want, so I shall order those and they will go in. Apart from that, the manor house really is pretty much done, because this was on the previous layout. So I basically finished it off. I did refurbish this last year, I think, or beginning of this year, I can't remember. I put new gravel down because it was far too heavy in size. So the actual manor house is not far off. So what I've done, where I've linked it up, I've just got the road going into the gates, and then this is just vacant land. And just here, I don't know if you can pick it up, but I've got a footpath weaving its way through and coming through the undergrowth just there and finishing up here. Now I've stopped it here primarily because I've got this laid down to grass, but this area is going to be heavily wooded as well. So there's going to be shrubs and trees along this area, but I want to put the grass down first, and then I will put down shrubs, trees, bric-a-brac on the grass from where leaves have fallen in the past during the autumns. So this area here has got to be worked on, but that's just the grass down for now. And then this area here, so my storage yard for containers will come up, so it's still going to be usable. I've just got to extend it now to meet up with that and have the bridge coming down onto the roadway for the lorries to come down. So that's the next section, and I will have this removable. I'm not going to fix it into position, it's going to be like that, and then that gap will then be filled maybe with another retaining wall, I'm not sure yet, but I've got to extend that out slightly. But that, I'm having it removable so that I can still get in here quite easily, and so I can still do photographic work, videoing in this area, and get around to all the access points I want to from here. And that's really, to be honest with you, all I've done. Mount the manor house and create the link road. Now if we go over to the lake, or the proposed lake, shall I say. Right, so as you know, I've got 2 Hornby suspension bridges, and I've got a bow bridge just here. So the two suspension bridges serve those two lines, and the bow bridge serves those two lines. The problem I've got is it takes up a lot of site, that bow bridge. As you can see, it's wherever I put the camera is kind of getting in the way of the lake, and I don't really want that. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking that bow bridge out and putting just an arch kit of from Metcalfe. I know Metcalfe do them. Just here, that will take away all this superstructure of the bow bridge, and I think that will work. Then what I've got to do, which is another reason for mounting this, is to reshape the lake. At the moment it goes like that purely because of the bow bridge, but I would like to extend that a bit more if I could, so I might buy two of the Metcalfe kits and join them together so that I can bring the lake much further out along here, so probably from about here to there, or maybe even a bit more to here, will be the lake, because the lake for the suspension bridge starts here, and in the ideal world I would like it to be sort of around that shape. So we step back, so about here, going all the way up and finishing about there, and then that will give me a nice large lake, and it goes over the back there as well. And then this will be cut back, this section will be cut back, and so you'll see the edge, if you like, of the lake, and you will just have to use your imagination what happens over here. I know what happens over here, but that's for another story. But that's ideally the way I want it to move. So that really is probably the next phase to start doing, and when I start doing that, that means that this will be going, those will be changed, and I'll come to that in a minute, and so the actual layout will be out of action until I've done those bridges. Excuse me. Now, when I said these two bridges are going to be changed, what I mean by that is that I've never been that happy with the fact that I've got two separate bridges there. What I want to do is make that two bridges into one. So I will create two new pillars, one at each end, but they will be one unit, not two. And then I will take out those two sections there and just have the outers. That's the plan for those two bridges. So again, until I've done and finished and installed the new version of that bridge, then the layout will be out of action, but I won't be doing that until or a good 2 or 3 weeks, I wouldn't have thought. So that's the plans. So as to finish off over there, I have run the embankment up to here now. So if you remember, I've got up to about there, and I've now finished the embankment and gone around here. All I've got left to do is to finish off the shrubbery around the top edge, and this section here where it meets the rails, I've got to put down grass and small shrubs to the track, which again I can still get to because this, say this comes down, so there's no problem with that. And then obviously I need to concentrate on finishing off the Heritage Line station and getting that finished off. So loads and loads of work to do, but the main thing is that if you include all that, so from there all the way around, disregarding that bit there, yeah, of course, all the way around to here is basically done. Apart from tidying up and finishing off and detailing, the main structure is done. So all I've got left to do really is from there, the lake, to there. Which is a nice thought, because it means that I'm actually probably about halfway, about halfway I would think, to finishing. And this shouldn't be, once I've done the bridges, that shouldn't be too much work, apart from obviously installing a lake. So there we go. So what I'll do now, I will shut down and I'll just film a few shots using the small cube camera so I can get in, and maybe this camera as well, and I'll just give you an idea of some new shots I've got now with this in position. Okay, so I will speak to you soon. Hello again, and I hope you enjoyed that little brief running session there. It's just primarily to show off some different angles which I've got. So I won't be able to do much more until probably early part of next week. I've got my 71st birthday on Friday, so we're having friends and family over for the weekend, starting Thursday I think, and I doubt if I'll be able to get anything done between now and Monday. So don't expect a lot more from me for at least another week or so, so that I can actually start doing some more work up here. But it's been absolutely fabulous to have reached the 12,000, as I said at the beginning. Got a lot done, and yeah, so I will see you in a week or so, but don't count on that. It might be 2 weeks. Okay, so bye for now, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much also for the 12,000 subscribers, and don't forget to pop over to see Peter Dixon's channel. He's got a lot of videos up there, and I'll see if I can drop a link in the description below, and maybe up there or up there, wherever it appears. So that's it for now. So have a great weekend, up and coming, and I hope the weather stays reasonably okay for you. It doesn't look great at the moment, but let's hope it's not too bad wherever you are. Okay, so bye for now, and I'll speak to you later. Okay, so bye for now. Bye.